In these western mountains, just one herd of wild boars can flatten an entire crop, sweeping away the sweat and hopes of the farmers. For 3 weeks, the locals lived in fear, while we took on a mission with a single goal: reduce the invasive species population, protect the harvest, and keep the community safe. This is not just a hunt, it's a mission. If we fail, both nature and people pay the price. Can we stop these wild beasts from destroying the crops and safeguarding the farmers' hard work? The answer will only come after this tense battle. Early morning on the hillside, camo jackets covered every ridge. All senses on high alert, the team spread into positions, standing into the wind, and ensuring no crossing lines of fire. Even the slightest sound or scent of disturbed earth signals hogs approaching. The first takedown was clean and safe, not to show off, but to uphold the core principle of boar control. Minimal intervention, maximum effect, always prioritizing human safety. Before we could celebrate, my iPhone 17 Pro buzzed. A wild boar just slipped out of control. It's heading southeast. Near you, Jay's voice came through. I immediately moved in for a rapid response takedown. This is no longer hunting, it's damage control. In the US, hogs can destroy 20-30 acres in just a few hours. Response must be swift, but safety protocols are never skipped. Confirm the rear, maintain team spacing, and never fire if lines are not clear. Speed is vital, but discipline is what saves the harvest. After tense firefights, the boars grew wary, slipping deeper into dead zones. When signs go silent, the hunting dogs become the strategic factor. These dogs aren't just assistants, they're trained teammates, reading wind, identifying escape routes, marking hidden danger zones, and keeping the team on a safe approach path. Precision doesn't come from humans alone. It comes from the loyalty of these four-legged partners who've worked alongside us on every mission. The first area was under control, but everyone knows wild boars breed exponentially. We couldn't stop. We moved to the adjacent hillside, thick with dense brush. This is their favorite terrain, and where they're most likely to spill onto farmland. The team split into 4 directions. Point A, watch the hilltop, relaying info to the others. Point B secured the slope. Point C controlled escape routes to prevent boars from reaching the fields. The final point provided support and ensured timely communication. This strategy isn't about cornering at all costs, but minimizing risks to both humans and animals, reducing high-stress chases. Even after controlling most of the area, a few boars found a way out. This is where the blocking points show their value. Blockers need not just shooting skills, they need reflexes, calm under pressure, wide observation, and the decisiveness to act safely. Every decision matters, not just for the mission, but for the team's and community safety. As the sun dipped behind the mountains, we thought the long day was done. But nature always saves a final challenge. A group of hogs suddenly appeared, forcing the team back into control formation. What keeps us steady isn't strength, but discipline and experience, values that protect both crops and the community. Seeing the hull loaded onto the SUV, we don't think about personal success, but about the farmers sweat their worries, and tonight they can sleep peacefully. Boar control isn't a story about guns or forests. It's human responsibility for the land we live on, protecting livelihoods, safeguarding the ecosystem, and maintaining balance for the next generation. We are heading out to deal with a wild boar infestation that's been destroying crops. But this time, it's different. We're facing them with a method that demands absolute precision and cutting-edge technology. This hunt promises to test our focus, especially at long ranges. It's a hunt that honors the art of sharpshooting, where we must neutralize our target from a safe distance. Every sense is sharpened, modern optics are our weapons, and the bullet is our justice. Join us on this journey. To ensure our ambush strategy would be effective, our team arrived early at the hunting grounds. We quickly hid in pre-designated spots, blending into the terrain, waiting for our prey. Soon enough, our patience paid off as the first boar came into the ambush zone. I carefully lined up the shot through my scope, squeezed the trigger decisively, brought it down immediately, starting the hunt with a flawless tactical victory. The first shot startled other boars in the area, causing one to break cover and panic. My teammate Alex seized the opportunity, setting up an impressive shot that required both skill and lightning-fast reflexes. He quickly aimed and fired with precision. The boar was dropped right in its tracks as it attempted to flee, neutralizing another potential threat. Our hunting dogs were released to quickly track down the fleeing boars. They immediately went to work, their barking growing louder as they cornered one of the boars. The animal was surrounded by the dogs, growling and fighting back. We responded to the signal, arriving at the scene and delivering a precise shot to bring the boar down. Using the dogs was crucial in helping us control and eliminate the escaping target. Before we could even catch our breath, the dogs proved their endurance once again, flushing another boar from a recently plowed field. As soon as it was fully exposed, I took the shot. A clean, accurate hit finished the dramatic chase, taking down yet another threat. By the afternoon, the sun was harsh and visibility became more difficult. We were rushing to clear out the remaining targets. At that moment, a large boar bolted from its hiding spot at a terrifying speed. Reflexes kicked in instantly. There was no room for error. I squeezed the trigger, dropping the animal immediately, not giving it a chance to retaliate or escape. As we made our way back, nearing the end of the hunt, our vigilance remained high. Out of nowhere, the final target appeared near a farmyard, just within range. Recognizing the immediate threat, I quickly aimed and took it down with a perfect shot. The last shot rang out, marking the official end of today's hunt, securing the farm and ensuring its safety. We loaded up our trophies, evidence of a brave and tactical hunt, onto the vehicle. Sitting in the truck, looking back at the now cleared hunting grounds, an overwhelming sense of satisfaction washed over me. The threat was gone, and the livelihood had been protected. We left with the safety and order. Thank you all for joining us on this hunt. We'll see you on the next one. The wild boars had become far too bold, causing serious damage to the crops. As a result, a new hunt was quickly organized, and we were fully prepared with all necessary gear. Our tactical hunting formation was deployed flawlessly. We quickly took our ambush positions in the fields, using the low grass as cover. This strategy combined patience with the ability to strike decisively. The hunt had begun. Don't take your eyes off the screen. Join us on this intense hunting journey today. From early morning, the entire hunting team set out, establishing ambush positions not far from the field, strictly adhering to our ambush tactics, ready to strike. We waited patiently for the prey, maintaining razor-sharp focus. As predicted, a large wild boar was busily foraging near the baited area we had set up. Seizing the moment of its vulnerability, I quickly drew the taut bowstring and took a decisive shot, felling it with a sharp arrow. This first shot not only secured an initial victory, but also proved the effectiveness of our ambush strategy in the field. I continued scanning the vast grasslands through my binoculars and soon spotted a second target on the move. Quickly locking on, I took a deep breath, drew the bowstring tight, and released the arrow. The sound of the string snapped through the air, and the boar tried to flee, but it was too late. The arrow struck true, neutralizing the prey. This victory highlighted the necessity of long-range marksmanship and absolute calm under pressure. The team continued advancing, deploying a sweeping strategy across the wide grasslands. Suddenly, a large boar appeared in my sights. I released my arrow quickly. This decisive action ensured the target was eliminated thoroughly, securing yet another victory in our hunting journey. Maintaining absolute silence, we moved cautiously through the terrain. After hours of patient tracking, my teammate Alex spotted a target relaxing amid the grass, completely unaware of the danger closing in. Alex immediately assumed a perfect shooting stance. With expert skill, he drew the bowstring to its full tension, locked on the target, and released the arrow decisively. The prey fell instantly, a victory achieved through patience and traditional hunting expertise. Twilight had fallen, and the traps we had set during the day had done their job, successfully luring the wild boars. I carefully selected the largest alpha of the herd. In the dim light, I focused completely, drew the bowstring to its fullest, and released. The arrow flew through the air and struck the boar with pinpoint accuracy. I exhaled quietly, knowing that I had eliminated a major threat to the village. We were ready to head back, walking across the grassy field, when we spotted a large herd of wild boars crossing the path. Without hesitation, I immediately raised my bow and took down one of them. Seeing the remaining numbers, I knew the hunt was far from over. We concluded today's hunting journey to rest and recuperate. I felt a sense of relief knowing that a significant threat had been eliminated, and my teammates were ready for tomorrow's hunt.